Hi, everybody. Race number 10 at Gulfstream Park on Saturday is the Grade 3 Smile Sprint Invitational. Let's throw up this field, a very evenly matched group of sprinters running for a $200,000 purse, again, at 3/4 of a mile. You can go so many different ways in here. The 6 Diamond Oops is a legitimate graded stakes horse, whether it be turf or dirt. I mean, he won the Phoenix last fall, beating Whitmore, who of course would come back to win the Breeders' Cup Sprint and turn the tables on Diamond Oops. On Diamond Oops' best day, he might be the best horse, but there are some good up-and-comers in here as well. And as we throw up the Timeform US Pace Projector, it's a bit surprising to see a blue bar scenario favoring horses on or near the early lead. Usually in races like this, you've got some blazers. The 2 Willie Boy is fast. It's really all a question of how good Willie Boy is. He won the Hutchison earlier this year, but keep in mind he is still a 3-year-old facing older horses. Our Nation on Parade, the number 3, is also a quick horse, but he's also tactical enough to sit slightly off of the lead. And the horse down on the inside, the number 1 Frosted Grace. Not a great start last time out for Frosted Grace, but another horse that can be close to the pace. It'll be interesting to see what we get from a pace standpoint, but let's watch Frosted Grace's most recent run, a third-place effort in that Grade 3 Maryland Sprint, and this horse just didn't get good position early. Just kind of shuffled back down towards the inside. Javier Castellano was able to keep this horse on the better inside footing, and Frosted Grace did come with a good run to finish third, and the fourth-place horse, Mucho, came back at a giant price and just missed in the Kelly's Landing Stakes at Churchill Downs with a 95 Beyer speed figure. Frosted Grace has now run 3 times in stakes company and has acquitted himself quite well in all of those starts. He has good tactical speed, as the pace projector shows, but the story of his career is in his career box. 10 lifetime runner-up efforts from 24 starts, 6 thirds, and only 3 wins. Frosted Grace is going to have to find that killer instinct against this good field. Willie Boy is the number 2. Mentioned he took the field on a pace-pressing gambit in the Hutchison over sloppy track, going 6 furlongs. Last time out, pushed the pace, tired against a couple of these horses. I want to see him do it against older horses before I back him. I realize he's going to be a good price, and he might have a positive race flow in his favor, but Willie Boy needs to improve from a Beyer speed figure standpoint. Our Nation on Parade finished third last time out behind Diamond Oops, and he showed good tactical speed in that race. He had a chance turning into the lane. He just didn't finish it off. This is a horse that was 5th in last year's Smile Sprint. I'm not sure if he's a stakes horse. He's run well in stakes without getting over the hump. Our Nation on Parade did pop a 90 Beyer speed figure last time out and can work out a good trip. Chance It is the number 4 for trainer Safi Joseph. Double Crown is the number 5. Let's go watch their most recent start, an optional claiming race. Keep in mind this is Chance It's first start in over a year. He did all the dirty work pushing the pace. He now makes the lead, and Double Crown is going to run him down late, making his first start of the year. Both horses ran well. I'm willing to give a slight edge to Chance It, a horse that was the bee's knees down in South Florida as a 2-year-old in the Florida Stallion Series. He had an abbreviated 3-year-old campaign, unfortunately. Only 2 starts, one of them a victory at Gulfstream, going a 1-turn mile in the Mucho Macho Man. That last race I thought was good, considering it was his first start off the layoff. It was likely a prep for the Smile Sprint, and he did a lot of dirty work early. I think he can adapt from a pace standpoint, and he should be tighter for this assignment. Just keep a look at his recent workouts. Bullets, his last 2. As for Double Crown, let's not take anything away from him. He's now earned 91 Beyer speed figures in his last 3 races, and that last race he showed a tremendous amount of determination after breaking a bit slowly. I think he's the kind of horse that would appreciate some pace, so if the Timeform US projector is right and the race does favor horses on or near the early lead, it could work against Double Crown, but this is a horse that just seems to show up each and every time. Let's watch Diamond Oops' most recent race. This was his second start off the layoff. He's going to beat miles ahead. Miles Ahead is down inside. Diamond Oops is outside. I'm a bit concerned that Diamond Oops didn't change leads in this race. That's really unlike Diamond Oops from when we saw him in the Phoenix and when we saw him win that race at Churchill Downs, the turf sprint. But he still showed his class. He got it done with a 95 buyer to beat 3 of these foes, and he's just the horse to beat because of his consistency, his record in graded stakes races, and his fast figs. Do I want to take a short price on him in this competitive bunch? Not necessarily, although some might argue that 5-2 is a fair price. Chivalry is the number 7. This horse was second in the Florida Derby last year at 80-1. I think he's always been better as more of a sprint type. 6-7 furlongs. Last time out on the Sir Shackleton back in March, he finished behind Frosted Grace. I'm not sure the track played to his strength, that being speed, and he got caught up in a little bit of a pace battle against a pretty good open horse in Basin. Then he caught the ill-fated Zenden, who of course won the sprint at Dubai, the Golden Shaheen 2 starts back. Perhaps this horse is a little bit dirtied up. He has some ability. Let's see what he does off of the layoff. And the number 8 is Miles Ahead. We saw him run very well last time out when the beaten favorite behind Diamond Dupes. He did save ground. He shot up the inside. He just couldn't get it done. He was a winner with a 96 buyer 2 starts back, going 7/8 of a mile. He didn't change leads that day. It was nice to see him correct that issue in his most recent start. This outside post position could work well for him because he has tactical speed, and the outside post gives the jockey options. If this pace isn't quick, they can move this horse up and force the issue, and he could be in prime contention turning into the stretch. We take a look at my picks for the Smile Sprint. I like Chance at going second off the layoff. I thought that was a really rock-solid performance in his first start back. Diamond Oops, perhaps the horse to beat. I'm going to go 4, 6, 8, and 5 in the Smile Sprint. Best of luck.